Unova Tour is getting closer and closer. Here at Go With Us, we're going to be discussing 8 things that you really need to consider going into this year's Unova Tour event. We have new features, shinies, debuts, and a new item. This is your Unova Tour full guide. The Unova Tour is bringing a brand new progression-based system into the game, which is going to be called the Tour Pass. What is the Tour Pass though? It's a free limited time event track where you can earn tour points by catching Pokemon, battling in raids, and completing tasks. As you rank up, you'll unlock rewards such as Pokeballs, candy for example, and right at the end of a particular track, you can get a special encounter with Zorua, which can be shiny, with a special background. But where does this come in? Let me explain. If trainers would like to upgrade their Tour Pass experience, you can purchase the Tour Pass Deluxe for a total of $15. That is going to get you an instant encounter with Victini. Bear in mind, you would have got this from special research before, so you can get another one. You can earn double the rewards from the free track as well as the paid track, as you can see on screen right now. As you rank up, you can also hit certain milestones. So for example, upon reaching tier 2, you can get 1.5 times XP for catching Pokemon. Upon reaching tier 3, you can get 2 times XP, tier 4, 3 times XP, and so on and so forth. And apparently there are going to be more, which is exciting. And last but not least, we can get access to the new game-changing item, which is going to be called the Lucky Trinket. But what is the Lucky Trinket and what does it do? A Lucky Trinket is the new game-changing item coming into Pokemon Go, which allows you to instantly change one of your friends on your friends list to a lucky friend in order to complete a lucky trade. This is massive, and the reason why it's so massive is that it's firmly the only way that you can now guarantee a lucky trade between true trainers without having to do the level up process through friendship. 2 important things to remember here is that the Tour Pass ticket is going to expire, 100% expire at 6 o'clock on March the 2nd, which is going to be Sunday. But more importantly, don't forget to use your Lucky Trinket when you eventually get it, because it does expire. It will not stay in your bag. You have to use it before 6 p.m. on the 2nd. Number 2, and the big hype around this event, is Black Kyurem and White Kyurem finally coming into Pokemon Go with all their fusion effects. To take this further, let's look at what's coming into raids. In 1-star raids, we have Pikachu wearing Hilda's hat, Pikachu wearing Nate's visor, and Pikachu wearing Rose's visor. In 3-star raids, we have Druddigon only, and in 5-star raids, we have Reshiram, Zekrom, Black Kyurem, and White Kyurem, and this is our main focus, and here's why. Just bear in mind for all trainers, when this event starts at 10 a.m., the raids are going to be rotating on an hourly basis. So in the first hour, Reshiram and Black Kyurem will be spawning in raids, followed by the second hour with Zekrom and White Kyurem spawning, and that is going to rotate through the weekend. Knowing all of this, how do we now get Black Kyurem and White Kyurem on our teams or in our bag? There's only one way to do this. When we defeat a Black Kyurem or a White Kyurem, we're going to be awarded with a Kyurem encounter, which is hopefully going to know the move Glaciate. Glaciate is an ice-type move that's technically only available via an Elite Charge TM. It is currently unknown if all the Kyurem will already know Glaciate, or we might have to use an Elite Charged. Either way, this Kyurem needs to know Glaciate in order to fuse with either Reshiram or Zekrom. To fuse Kyurem and Zekrom, for example, you need 1000 Volt Fusion Energy, 30 Kyurem Candy, and 30 Zekrom Candy. And for White Kyurem, trainers can fuse Kyurem with Reshiram using 1000 Blaze Fusion Energy, 30 Kyurem Candy, and 30 Reshiram Candy. How do we get the Fusion Energy though? There's only going to be one main way to do this, and that is going to be to complete Black Kyurem and White Kyurem raids. You'll be able to accumulate energy, but you need to do quite a few though, because you need to get up to 1000 to make the fusion. Bear that in mind. Section number 3 is going to be touching the bonuses very quickly. All trainers are going to get half hatch distance for the entirety of the event on event days between 12 a.m. so midnight all the way up until midnight on the same day. There will be no remote raid limit. You can do up to 6 special trades per day, which is a massive one. We talk about this in every video. You can see the results on screen. We do it every single year, and of course it's going to be half Stardust for all those trades done. Number 4. Wait. Shiny Meloetta is making its Pokemon Go debut finally. Remember that 100% IV is going to be showcased on screen right now. You need to work through a Masterwork research, which is going to be available on the 24th for a total cost of $5, and at the end of this Masterwork research, you will get your shiny Meloetta encounter. Beautiful Pokemon. Speaking of new shinies, number 5 has to do with our wild spawns, and we're going to touch on the new shinies just as we go through them. In the Winter Caverns, which is going to be from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. as well as 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., we can have Oshawott, Roggenrola, Woobat, Drillbur, Turtoga, Minccino, Vanillite, Deerling, Winterform, Joltik, Klink, Tynamo, Axew, Cubchoo, and Cryogonal, along with all those Pikachu hats, Hilbert's hat, Hilda's hat, Nate's visor, and Rose's visor. In the Spring Soiree habitat, rotating from 11 to 12 p.m. as well as 3 to 4 p.m., we have Snivy, Pansage, Munna, Audino, Timber, Sawaddle, Venipede, Cottony, Petalil, Ducklet, Deerling, Springform, Foongus, Alomomola, Ferroseed, and again, all those Pikachus wearing the visors and the caps. In the Summer Vacation habitat from 12 to 1 p.m. and 4 to 5 p.m., we have Tepig, Lillipup, Pansear, Pidove, Blitzel, Timepole, Darumaka, Dwebble, Archen, Trubbish, Summer Deerling, Emolga, Stunfisk, and Rufflet, along with all those hat Pikachus and visor Pikachus. And lastly, in the Autumn Masquerade habitat, from 1 to 2 p.m. and 5 to 6 p.m., we can get Patrat, Purloin, Panpour, Scraggy, Yamask, Gothita, Colossus, Deerling in its autumn form, Frillish male, Frillish female, Elgium, Litwick, Gollet, and Dino, along again with Hilbert's hat, Hilda's hat, Nate's visor Pikachu, and Rose's visor Pikachu. These Pokemon will be spawning from incenses in the wild. This does not include the daily incense though. We have Unknown A, Unknown N, Unknown O, Unknown U, Unknown V, which of course spells Unova. Number 6 has to do with the new shiny debut of all 4 seasons of Deerling: summer, winter, autumn, and spring. These shinies are awesome, and everyone has been begging for these to come to the game. Finally, they are in. Number 7 has to do with egg hatching. Because eggs are going to be a pretty big feature of this event, let's quickly run through what surprises might be in there. In 2-kilometer eggs, we have Roggenrola, Timber, Carablast, Shelmet, and Larvesta. Look out for that Larvesta, really rare Pokemon, and the fact that it can come in shiny from such a small egg pool. Look out for this as we go on. In 5-kilometer eggs, we have Throw, Sock, Heatmore, Durant, and Larvesta again. And in 10-kilometer eggs, here is the big one. We have Maractus, Sigilyph, Balfalant, and Larvesta. There's 2 incredible things about these Pokemon. The first thing is that they're all making, again, their shiny debut in the game, which is incredible. But the other thing is that they're all regional Pokemon that cannot be found throughout the world. A great opportunity to fill up your Pokédex. Number 8. What is coming in field research? It looks like there's only going to be 3 Pokemon that is going to be available from field research, but all of them are pretty rare. We have all the Pikachus wearing Hilbert's hat, Hilda's hat, Nate's visor, and Rose's visor. Remember that 100% IV is going to be 402. We can get Red Stripe and Blue Stripe Basculin. We can get all forms of Deerling, spring, summer, autumn, and winter, again in their shiny forms, and that 100% IV is going to be 486. Those were your 8 things to really think about going into Unova Tour. It can be such a confusing time and very kind of overwhelming, even reading everything and doing the prep. I was a bit like, wow, there's so much to think about, but in my opinion and our opinion, this is the best way for you guys to really maximize this event. Keep it nice, simple, and condensed so you know what to really go for. Go out there, enjoy it. We've got the road to Sinnoh. We're going to cover that right after this. Love you guys. Go with us. We'll catch you in the next one, baby. Enjoy the tour. Shh.